We're live.
With
Hello.
We're live.
hello.
Hello.
We made it.
Hi.
We made it.
We're here.
We're here.
Fashionably late.
We started from the not here, and now we're here.
We came all that way to be here.
We've come so
With you.
far.
Yeah. Tried so hard, got so far.
Yeah. So everyone just leveled up to level 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is, again, way easier for a rogue than others here. I don't have to pick anything. I just suddenly get stabbier.
I spent
Yeah.
way too long trying to twizzle.
Hey, Xerox.
Suddenly stabbier. Oh, there we
Spent
are.
way too
episode
long
8.
trying to choose a spell. It's terrible for
Choosing spells takes a while.
Oh, I
Well,
should
It really
probably.
does. There's so many to pick
Yes.
from, too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, there's so many to choose from.
So many.
What did you finally land on, Amy?
Hi, Xerox. Hi, Jade.
Pattern.
Oh, that one's so good.
Yeah, it's very good.
So good. And it's like it works with the whole genie aesthetic too. So yeah.
Gotta hit that sweet, sweet aesthetic.
Yes. Going for aesthetic here. I'm really excited because I thought up another D&D character the other day.
Oh,
Well,
that's
it's
all I
inspired.
do.
I know. But it was like inspired by something, but I just it's yeah. Just too many D&D characters.
All the characters.
You can't just allude
None of the
and
time.
then not expand on it.
Well, because I want it to be a secret.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like if we ever start a new
TKs.
campaign, then I can pull it out.
Ooh.
It's not as exciting as you think. It's just like another aesthetic, really.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Aesthetic characters are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes that's where you start, and then it develops from there, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. I've been theory crafting characters like crazy lately. I came across this channel called D&D Optimized, and he just like munchkins, just min-maxes builds completely. And that sparked me being like, oh wait, could I play a rabbit character that just grapples people and then jumps into the air 200 feet high and then drops them? Yes, I could.
What?
It's a very random
That's awesome.
character, but
Yeah, no,
could be
mine
pretty
is more
fun.
of like a personality, I guess.
What, being a luchador isn't a personality?
200 foot
Oh, see,
from
now
the air.
Sounds
that's
like
cool. I
slam.
like that. I like that.
Okay,
Hello,
I retwizzled.
Xerox and Jade and
Oh,
Jordan.
yes, I
Hello,
shall
friends.
retwizzle as well.
Go retwizzle.
I did.
Retwizzle.
I twizzled.
Yes.
You may retwizzle my twizzle if you like.
Thanks for being the honorary twizzler.
Yeah,
And
he's
done.
just so good at
We're
it.
talking about tweeting, for those who don't know.
Are we? I'm starting a new social media platform called
Twizzler.
Twizzler.
We will get sued immediately.
I'll get sued into oblivion. Oh, dear.
Another character I want to make is an owl folk who flies up really high, yet again, at least 200 feet, and then summons animals or conjure animals. And so you get like 8 elk just falling from 200 feet.
Conjure animals from the sky.
That reminds me of
That's awesome.
That's grim.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe.
With
where
the whale.
It just appears.
That's
He's
got
like,
that
"What
And then
is
the
life?"
potted.
vibe to it.
And then the
And then the
petunia's
petunias.
like, not again.
Not again.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Xerox
I've not
is
read
actually
that book in
good way to
so
do it.
long. I loved that book.
Yeah.
Did you
I
read
really like
all of them?
No, I
There's a
didn't
lot.
have all of them. I know. They didn't have all of them at my library.
Oh.
So I
I
only
really
read
like
the
them
one.
because when I was younger, we used to go on like road trips to go on vacations because my grandparents are really into camping. So we would drive from wherever we lived to the camping space, which sometimes was like several states. And we would listen to audiobooks. And on our way to Yellowstone one year, we listened to the whole like Douglas Adams.
That's pretty great.
Nice.
It was,
Good choice.
Sounds
it
like
was
a
a
good
fun
time.
little adventure.
Yeah, it's a good memory.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to subject you all to my daily beer here. Unless Kyle had something
We
else to say
love
that was
it.
more relevant.
We love the daily
No,
beer.
there's nothing more relevant than daily beer.
It's kind of what I thought, you know?
Your daily bread.
Your daily beer and bread.
In
Yeah,
liquid
because
form.
I got that advent calendar going on, so I'm always
That's
trying
right.
something
Yeah,
new.
yeah.
Today's is, like way blown out. Hold on a second. You can't see that at all. Let's see.
You could make it rain literal cats and dogs. You could.
Still
Yeah.
very bright. It's got this crazy like finish on it. It's like
Ooh.
bumpy. I've never
Ooh.
seen anything quite like that
Fancy.
before. Yeah, it's from Tofino.
Blackberry.
It's a blackberry ghost. A ghost is like I think it's a German style, but it's
Is that
kind
a
of
sour?
It's a sour, but it's also a bit salted. Like it's kind of weird,
Oh,
but they're often paired with
interesting.
sort of fruity or fresh flavors like that. So a blackberry ghost. It's a very summery beer. It's actually very low alcohol, well, relatively. It's only 4%. So it's kind of a
Add
weird
that
thing
to
to have in like an advent calendar, but you know what? I'm here for it. Try something very fruity.
Can enjoy a
That
little
is
taste of summer.
today's exciting beer.
I feel like the beer trends went like IPAs, double IPAs, triple IPAs. Then everyone was like, "Oh, screw that, sours." And sours were like the hip thing. And now COVID happened, and I feel like I don't know if there's a hip thing. Seltzers, hard seltzers.
Everything is a hip thing
Seltzers.
now or
Anything
not.
that you can
know?
find.
Yeah. It's so weird not living in an area with just a million craft breweries all around you.
Yeah.
So, I don't,
Oh,
I
you're
don't
saying
know
going from the Pacific Northwest to like it's just
the
the
East
change.
Coast,
You mean?
yeah.
Yeah. Same
That's
going from
true.
Minneapolis to down here.
Yeah.
Minneapolis had a bunch of like local breweries. We loved it. Not so
Daniel,
much
you
down
are
here.
not late. You are early. We're still just shooting the breeze.
Still shoot the breeze.
Gonna pour out
Also,
my beer.
I do need to mention this because it annoyed the crap out of me today. On the West, like, I heard so many people make that, oh, that's a nice sound, make jokes about people not using their turn signals, and I was always like, haha, yeah, I guess. Like, most people do use their turn signals. When I was on the West Coast, I never really had an issue with that. On the East Coast, I swear to God, nobody uses their turn signal. The majority of people don't use their turn signal. I was flabbergasted how nobody uses their darn turn signal.
Is it just like some kind of rebelliousness
I have
in Floridians?
no
or, like,
Laziness.
I have no idea.
I can't imagine justifying it with laziness. Like it's literally like
A
you
safety
stick your
thing.
finger out. Like it's so not
Yeah, it's
Maybe it's not masculine.
right. Turn signals is like
Not
telling people what I'm doing, communicating.
Fellas, is
Hell
it
no.
gay to use your turn signal?
Communicating is feminine.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't want to say that's gay. No.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why else people wouldn't.
Xerox, what part of the East Coast do you live in? Because I wonder if it's the same in the Northeast as
Yeah,
the
Jade
Southeast.
says it's horrible. Daniel says I've been told that in Boston using the turn signal is considered a sign of weakness. You're not being assertive enough. You just have to do it. Just take the
Just
initiative and
turn.
do it.
Yeah, that's
Communication
I
is
think that's,
weakness.
That's how it is in New York too. I think
so funny.
I've never driven in New York,
Well,
but I do.
don't
think the
drive
same
in New
is that
York.
it's just you just start turning and then people avoid you. I guess.
People got to deal with you.
Yeah. Well, that's everything in New York. You just got to do it. And
Oh,
then,
Xerox loves in the Southeast. That's a typo, I think, but a good one.
I mean, maybe you love in the Southeast too. Live in love.
If anyone
Laugh.
needs love and they're
Live,
near the
laugh,
southeast,
Looking for love in the southeast? Click here. Chat with Xerox.
or need photocopies.
Only or.
That too.
I'm sorry, Xerox. One single typo that you'll never live down.
All right, so I'll put on the fire sounds.
Mm.
Fires.
I don't love this.
Ooh, here we go. So, all right, what happened last time in our story? So,
Didn't happen last time.
the gang awoke a hibernating ancient army that in 99 days will rise up and take over the desert. They left the ruins of an ancient temple where they woke up this army and are now heading towards the island of Baluin, Merrin's hometown. They have with them the sailor Jafar and the bandit captain Morgiana. They had some robots with them, but they dropped them in the ocean on accident.
Sorry.
The very last thing that happened, though, is as they were sailing, their boat got flipped by some merfolk-like creatures called tritons. One of them grabbed a dune and said, "The night belongs to us." Everyone, roll initiative.
Just getting started here.
Oh,
we
I
need our
think you do
yeah,
need
we
some
need
tokens.
I guess.
Some
Yeah,
tokens.
I guess.
Okay, I'll grab you guys some tokens. One segundo.
Marty is trying to see which I personally find terrifying, being stuck in the middle of an endless water all around. Yeah, who knows what's down below? Just the endless depths of water. as far as
Seriously.
I can see.
There was already that one giant whale thing that almost capsized us. Betty and Vito.
Vito and Betty. Yeah.
Betty and Vito. Poor things. I mean, hopefully they're okay on the
They
lake
got a
floor
long
somewhere.
way to walk.
They do. They do. And it's like a lot of pressure, you know, as you go down the water
That's
pressure.
true. They
gets
might get
intense.
crushed. Yeah, depending.
Yeah. I
Oh
don't know.
no, they only just attained sentence or whatever it is, and their freedom.
Okay, here we go. Roll initiative. Oh no. 50.
What's down below? Water and suffering. That's really what Dune is feeling right now.
Water and suffering.
Okay. Ooh, so you got a 15, a 12, and a 7.
I've been rolling like Dookie this game.
This whole game.
The whole game.
Statistically, it'll have to balance out. You'll start rolling great for the rest of the game. That's how it works, right?
Well,
The gambler's fallacy.
Eventually, you'll hit it big.
who's that?
Ooh,
These do not. These are just for keeping track of hit points. These don't look like how they look.
So they're quite ethereal looking.
I forgot.
Yeah, rather alluring. I don't know.
Yeah, and what is with the color of their hair? Is that normal?
I need to zoom in so I can see them better. Hello.
No, the guys that you are facing, they are bald. They have some fins that make like a mohawk on the top, and they're wearing like kind of brass-looking scale mail. So those guys rolled a 16. Oh, and Morgiana has to make a roll.
Jafar gonna help us at all? He's got that fancy dagger.
Jafar, we'll see what happens to him.
Okay. Poor
That's
Jafar.
ominous.
No.
You better not kill our boy.
No, Jafar.
He's like
Boy's
14.
weird.
You brought him on this trip?
Yeah.
Okay. These Tritons will go first.
Oh no.
Dune, you are pulled down below.
No.
Actually, he's going to make an attempt to grapple you.
Okay.
So you can roll athletics, and this will be an opposed athletics trick.
Okay, too bad I'm not good at that. Oh, but I rolled pretty
Oh.
solid.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Despite being asleep, I do not want to go into the water.
Well, you
Or
were
below the
woken up to
water.
the water, so
Seriously.
Wow. Okay.
Cats and cat-like reflexes. Yeah.
Well, he has a second attack, and he's going to use it to try to grapple you again.
He wants me underwater. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. I feel like I stand a chance. No.
No, oh, that's close though.
Close.
So, Dune, you are grabbed, and you are brought. How fast do these guys swim? You are 30 feet underwater.
Oh my gosh.
The light of the moon is starting to dim as you go down.
I am just attempting to hold my breath and struggling as best I can.
And one will come after you, Intari, and will try to do the same thing. Try to grapple you.
Alright, so athletics.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tina's gonna try again.
Alright.
19.
19.
It grapples you
Oh boy.
It's not good.
and brings you 30 feet down.
Oh my gosh.
30 feet down.
That's so
Okay.
far.
Finally, with you, Marin, it attempts to grab onto you, and then sees you.
Oh.
Oh. Why are you out here? You should know better.
Oh, I was just, my friends and I, we were coming home for the holidays, you know, the holiday coming up, and, well, I wished my way out and I couldn't find my way back in, and so we decided to take this way, and could you, my friends, they can't breathe underwater.
Okay, so Intari, it's your turn.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry, Dune. This only works on me. I wish that I could cast it for you too. But I'm gonna go ahead and cast Alter Self. So, oh, that's really long. I guess I maybe didn't need to hit it in there. But I'm gonna do the aquatic adaptation. So I adapt my body, sprouting gills and growing webbing between your fingers. And I can breathe underwater and gain a swimming speed equal to my walking speed. So I'm
Such a Harry
now.
Potter moment.
Yeah, right.
The gillyweed.
I am now Gillyweed and Tari. But that's my action. That's all I can do.
Okay. Shadow on them dunes.
I'm probably panicking, but am I grappled and unable to, like, I can try and fight my way away from this guy, yes?
Yeah, I'll say you can do that.
Am I going to have to do that before I can attempt to stab him?
When you are grappled, you can still attempt to stab him.
I'm going to attempt to stab him.
Okay. So, yeah, roll in attack. I'm just double checking if it's at disadvantage. No, I think it's just that your speed becomes 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's not at disadvantage, then I'd like to use my insight for fighting as a bonus action to, as a bonus action, you can make a wisdom check against a creature you can see that isn't incapacitated. Or it could be insight versus deception, I guess it says here. I don't know.
Okay.
Contested. Anyway, if I succeed, so it's, yeah, my insight versus deception. And if I succeed, I can use my sneak attack, basically. Pull this up here.
Oh.
Okay.
No sneak attack.
Well, then, I guess I'm a little bit out of sorts here, being underwater, not so deceptive as usual. Okay, I'm still going to attempt to attack, though. The non-sneak attack. With Zumarud's dagger. The Dragon Tooth dagger.
Okay.
And, does that hit?
This was a 14. It does hit.
Okay. I have a choice whether I use the effect, is that right?
Yes, yeah.
I'd like to use the effect.
Okay. And they have to make a saving throw, do they?
How did you write it here? Let's see.
How did I?
This weapon has 1 charge. On a hit with this weapon, you may expend this charge. The target must, DC 11 Constitution saving throw, or fall unconscious for a minute.
Okay. So DC 11 and their con. 8. Dude is
Okay.
napping.
He's napping. All right. Then can I use my movement and swim for the surface?
Yeah, and actually he would have only taken you 15 feet down. So you can swim, yeah, because when you move, when you're carrying someone, it's half movement. So yeah, you can make it all the way up to the top.
Okay.
Yay.
I break the surface. Deep breath of air, and I would like to look around for any floating remains of our boat.
Okay, roll perception.
Did I
Actually,
go
no,
get
you have
smashed, or is it-
amazing perception.
I do.
Yeah, you see it. It's about 15 feet away from you, and you see a very stocky, muscular silhouette climbing into the boat.
Who I infer to be Jafar. I'd like to swim over to the boat with my remaining movement if I can.
Getting to the surface. Oh, you can bonus action dash. Yes, you get over to the boat, but you are not yet in it.
Okay. I'm clinging to the side of the boat.
Okay, so Marin, it's your turn.
Speak with the giant fish person. I know that we aren't supposed to be here, but can maybe you just lay off us for a moment? We're just trying to get to Halloween.
We have a deal with your people, so I will not hurt you. But your friends are not part of that deal.
Is there any way I can, like, change your mind on that, or?
What is your offer?
What if I give you something expensive?
Okay, that's going to be your turn. Also, roll persuasion.
Did it go? Yeah, it did. Okay.
20.
Oh, dang.
Okay. What's her name? Morgiana swims up behind the Triton and pulls her sword out.
Oh, no.
Do you tell her no? Is that an Amy
Yeah.
reaction or a Marin reaction?
That is a Marin reaction. Marin says to Morgiana, "Stop! What are you doing? Stop!"
Marin probably doesn't realize I already shanked a dude down below, so...
Well, he attacked you though.
He's sleeping anyway. He can't retaliate yet.
Yeah, okay. She stops
Oh.
and puts the sword underwater. The Triton looks at her like he realizes that she's there. And the one who's talking with you goes, wait, what did you say that you were going to offer?
She's going to pull out the compass.
Ooh, that's a nice compass.
Yeah, it's actually from the First Empire.
Mm.
I bought it from far away. I found it in a temple.
Oh. Could you also put in a kind word for the genies for us?
Oh, absolutely. I will speak of your kindness. Are you kidding?
And get
mean,
us one wish.
Oh, I feel like that's a lot.
All right, that'll be all the conversation that you can have in that round. So the one that's on you, Intari, it will make an attack
Okay.
Rude.
with
Right.
its trident.
Wait,
Oh boy.
isn't it grappling her?
Yeah, you can still attack if you're grappling someone.
Even with a trident? That seems like holding him down, like taking this.
It's like a giant spear. But yeah.
Oh, man.
It's holding it near the part where the 3 prongs start.
Fair enough.
It's a little handheld trident right now.
8 misses.
Misses. Oh, but you have 2 attacks. Oh,
18.
golly gee. That hits for sure.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. 13.
Holy moly. Okay.
And the
I'm
other
glad
one
I
will
got-
continue to sleep. And it is your turn, Intari.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my rapier and try to stab back at this guy that just stabbed me so I can get out of the grapple. Where
Okay.
is I'm sorry, my scimitar, not my rapier. $17?
17. That'll hit, yeah.
Fabulous. So that's 7 piercing.
7 piercing.
Yeah.
Okay. Blue blood filters out into the water.
Oof.
Will you be making your second attack?
I think I will with my bewitching strike. Okay, so I just got this one. We just leveled up to level 5, so now I have an attack where after I use an attack, I can also use a potion or an oil or a healing salve or something like that. So I'm going to take out one of my potions, an elemental concoction, and just kind of smash it right in his face because he's holding me, so I don't really have to like throw it, I guess. Let's do... Well, fire damage is not going to do it, so let's do cold damage then.
Oh,
1d4.
nice.
1d... Yeah.
You still have to roll for an attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this will be a d20 plus your dexterity plus your proficiency modifier, which is a +3 right now.
Okay, so plus proficiency modifier, plus which one?
Dex.
Dex, okay. Please,
14. Yeah.
fabulous.
He almost dodges out of the way, but then you get him.
Okay.
And is this on his face?
Yeah, right on his
Oh my
face.
gosh.
Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
smush.
Just his skin and the water nearby just freezes, and he has this like massive frozen.
Grotesque.
Oh man. Okay, so that deals 1d4 plus my wisdom modifier. So roll that. 3. Ooh, so 6 damage for that.
Nice.
I guess maybe we don't want to actually kill them if Marin's trying to negotiate, but I don't necessarily know that.
Yeah,
so,
we don't know that yet.
So I'm just trying to get away from it.
Just fighting for our lives.
Right. Dude.
Okay, is the boat upright? I can't remember. Did we get pulled into the water?
Yeah,
Or
they
did the
flipped the
boat
boat,
capsize?
but
They flipped it.
Ah,
Jafar's already flipped it. Right.
wow. This freaking beast. He's just like... Okay. Can I attempt to climb back into the boat?
Yeah, you have a climb speed, so I'll say it's just you do it.
Okay. Oh, and actually I have to roll a d6 to see if the dagger recharges.
Yeah.
So let's do that quick before I forget. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Nope.
6, it recharges.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Jafar, is that you?
Yes? What is happening? It's so dark.
Attacked by creatures. I don't know. They tried to drag me into the depths. I managed to get one with my dagger. I think he's incapacitated. Oh, where are the others? And I'd like to look around, see if I can see what's going on.
Okay, yeah, you see Marin having a conversation, Morgiana looking downright murderous, and you will have to roll perception for Intari.
Okay, we'll roll perception.
21. Yes, she is down where you just were, 15 feet under the water
You're
surface.
getting pulled beneath the waves.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to call out, Marin, who are these people? Why are you not fighting? You're muted right now, Amy.
Quality ASMR, so quiet.
So
What?
quiet.
You can't hear me?
Now we
Now
can.
we
now
can.
Oh, would Marin be able to hear him?
Yeah.
I'm up in the boat now,
I'm like,
and you're just
"Shh,
over there. So.
dude, I'm taking care of this. Just don't hurt them. Don't
Don't-
fight. Just don't fight. Don't fight.
Well, it might be a little bit late for that. I did stab one down there.
Shh.
I mean, I may have dropped my dagger briefly. I don't know. I will stay right here. Where is Intari? I believe she might be down there. Perhaps you could get them to stop.
Yes, I'm trying. I'm working on it. Okay? I'm working on it. Try and find Indari. Locate Indari.
All right, Marin,
She's
it's your
down
turn.
there. I can see her. She's getting pulled down underwater.
Okay. Marin's going to look at the fish person and be like, okay, if you give us safe passage to Baluin, and you do as I say, I will speak to my father and try and get you a wish.
I don't know who your father is.
Give Amy 1 second.
I think it's Almondir.
Let me double check here. You're probably right. Yes. Have you heard of Almondir?
I don't.
The Great Genie?
I don't know the names of all the genies. I just know they.
He's a
Yeah, the
powerful genie, okay? Very powerful. One of the most powerful of his time, alright? And you would be very, very lucky to get a wish from the likes of him. If anything, it's almost too good for you. But I am willing to negotiate here. You know, I'm laying all my cards on the table.
Why are we talking above water? We both can talk below water. And he dips his head down underneath the water.
Marin goes down as well.
He yells to his friend, you can stop fighting now.
Nice underwater effects.
Yeah, thank you. I think there's filters on Streamlabs. I could probably.
Probably.
That'd actually be really fun.
They're kind of cool, actually.
Well, too bad. I didn't think of it. Yeah, and so his friend stops grappling with you, Intari.
Oh, fabulous.
And I think we'll exit turn order. Right
His
now.
face is like,
Frozen, yeah. Half frozen, and he's got a stab wound from my scimitar, but He stabbed me too. There was mutual stabbing going on. Okay, I
The
didn't
other
start
one's
it.
just kind of floating there, presumably.
Yeah, he grabs his sleeping friend and swims him up to the top. So, you will get us a wish.
I will ask. He's
That wasn't the
generally-
deal.
Yeah, I'll get you a wish. Look, I have an inn. So do you mean like just you three, or like combined as a people?
One sec. The three of them swim off and they huddle up, and you can hear them like,
Well, at first I was thinking it was for all of us, but, but just the three of us. Imagine the riches.
and they swim back. Yeah, just for the three of us. One wish for the three of us.
Okay. Yeah, that might be easier for me if it's just three of you. Genie magic is very complicated, so yeah, I'll speak to him, but we have to get there first. I don't know if there's anything, if you could help us out. Our boat, I don't know if you've seen it.
Have you seen my friend's face? And he points to the one with the first face. This guy's bleeding and asleep, so.
Okay, well, my horned friend here is also bleeding.
I gesture to my 3 wounds from the Triton stab.
The
Good.
blood that's...
And I am very traumatized. I do not like the water. I have suffered great emotional damage.
And we're very hungry. Could you give us some blood if you're already bleeding?
Well, it's either the blood or the compass.
Oh,
We'll take the blood and the wish.
Okay.
wait, my blood.
Antari,
What-
it's
what-
just...
what?
It's already...
Hold on.
It's already seeping out of you. Just, you know...
Are they gonna like?
Just a little lick, you know?
Are they gonna suck more though? Like what?
The two
I don't
conscious
wanna
ones
lose
are swarming around you like sharks.
Marin?
You can't bite. You can't bite. But you can just like a straw.
They
And
could still take a lot of blood that way.
Then they come in and it feels like ticklish and weird and you feel like them sucking blood out of you.
Sure this is sanitary?
You sure this is sanitary?
I'm fairly certain it's not.
June,
It's just
wait,
a
wait.
Come. You're gambling with my life here.
She can heal herself.
I mean, sort of. A little bit.
She'll be fine. There's just a little bit of blood.
It's just makes me deeply uncomfortable.
Yeah, you imagine what it's doing to me.
You feel a slight nip on your side, and then
Ow, hey. She said no biting.
Hey, let's breach your contract. Hey,
Oh.
Okay, so the name is Jamal. So Jamal of the Tritons. Let your dad know.
wait, what? You're all named Jamal?
I'm Jamal. I'm the point guy.
Oh, so you're
He's
the point of
Al
contact.
Jamal, and this has been Jamal.
Oh. Okay, so should I just refer to it as I need a wish for Jamal?
Yeah.
Okay. I will remember that. How do I get in contact with you?
How do you get? I mean,
Do you
he's
have like
a
a
genie.
shell phone? Yeah.
No, those plans are so expensive. Like,
Yeah.
no, just if he's a genie, he'll be able to find me. If it's during the daytime, I'll be below where the sunlight reaches. If it's at night, I'll be out here. How about we choose a date and a place, shall we?
A day in a place, I feel like that is really difficult for me because, like, I still have a day or two to get to Balo in, and then I have to say hi to family, and
How about 99 days from now, maybe?
99 days. That's Why such a long time?
Well, just so we can make sure that we
It's a nice
negotiate. Yeah.
I wish you
Negotiate
do
to
not
the best
grow
of
on
our
trees, as Manon
I mean,
said.
you're getting a very,
Can you
very
imagine?
powerful wish. Good
That
things
Do you
come
think
to
I can
those that
just
wait.
walk in and walk up to a genie and ask for a wish like that? Just because
There's
my
a
father.
I mean, if it was my
process.
dad, I'd imagine.
Well,
something like
I
that
mean,
could-
you don't. Well, my relationship with my father, listen, it's not.
So are you saying this deal might not happen?
Oh, no, it's totally going to happen. Like,
As
my
long
father's
as you give us
next.
99 days.
And really, in the eternal lifetimes of the genies, 99 days is very little time at all. It's like the blink of an eye,
Yeah, I mean, he might need to
Certainly.
recharge his genie powers. I don't know how it works.
Okay. So, in 99 days, let's say 2 miles west off the coast of Balluin, we'll be there.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. So, can you help us to get to Balluin, though?
I can. Guys, go take a breather. Work, get some stuff for your face. Make sure he doesn't die. Is he going to
Sorry.
die? Is he in an eternal coma?
No.
I am not familiar
No,
with the
no, no, no.
physiology of your kind, but I suspect that he will recover in a few seconds.
He wakes up.
There you go.
Okay. All right. You guys go. And he swims behind your boat and pushes it around, so it brings it around to all of you, so you can all hop in, and then starts swimming behind the boat, pushing it, bringing you to Balluin. As the sun begins to rise, he goes, but before the sun even peaks, he says, "Well, I have to go now. Good luck."
Thank you so much, Jamal. Listen, I'll see you in 99 days. It was a pleasure to meet you. I send my regards to you and your family, and happy holidays. Shell Day.
I don't
Balluin
celebrate
Day.
Shell Day, and then he swims down.
I shouldn't have assumed.
A very strange encounter.
Oh, yeah, so we have a deal. So on Balluin, we keep out the other people, and they let us live on the island.
And you think you can actually get this wish you have promised them from your father?
She checks to see if he's far away. I'm not really sure. Usually Daddy is like not home. So
Dad.
yeah,
Ah.
I figured that'd be really gross.
Well then,
Yeah.
I suppose we have 99 days to figure out what to do. And perhaps in 99
And
days it won't matter after all.
Right, because on that 99th day, we'll either be facing an army or saving the world somehow. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, maybe I can ask him about that. Because I feel like this is kind of a lot to deal with. There's a lot to deal with. The eel that's still on my neck.
Yes, how is that feeling, by the way?
It's fine. My mother's going to be really upset. She doesn't like piercings.
Yes. What's her opinion on ancient wizards hell-bent on taking over the world?
My mother's always been really attracted to power. So I feel like she wouldn't think too much about it. But taking over the world, it might mess with her lifestyle. So I don't think in the end that she would like it.
Well, at the very least, perhaps your parents have some insight into what exactly we have awakened and set in motion here.
They might. There's a good chance. We could always ask.
How much further to
I'm
Mallow?
assuming we're like at the shore or no?
Yeah, you guys keep sailing for a couple hours. It's about 10 a.m. and you start to see the shore, and you're coming on a beach that is very familiar to you, Marion, one that you and your girls used to hang at.
Oh, this brings back memories. Oh my gosh, I haven't been home for over a year. Oh, that's where we used to sunbathe. Oh.
Before you guys were able to see it, you went through like a super thick fog cloud that obscures where the island is.
Important plot point.
Masking fog cloud.
Yeah, so you guys, keep paddling up, and as you get to this shore, you see 3 water genasi, a similar age to Marin, sunbathing with towels on the beach.
Oh my gosh, my gal pals! They're sunbathing! Everybody, come on. Meet my friends. And
There's more of them.
And Marin's going to give Amy a second. Marin's going to yell out, Lapis, Cordelia, Kendall. Hello.
God! Oh my gosh! Back from the big city.
I know. Look at me. I'm just a big city gal now.
They've ran up to you and they're like all jumping around giddy. And Lapis is like, and you notice anything in particular? And she has got a...
You got engaged?
Yeah.
To who?
Okay, don't laugh. It's Ankar.
Ankar? You know what? I knew you had a thing for him. Wow.
I didn't.
I just
you
feel so
missed out.
disconnected.
Yeah.
Well, I made some new friends. I know it's a little weird, but I have a tiefling friend here and a cat.
No, not the cat.
Tabaxi. And those other 2 are just taglines.
Oh, yeah. Cordelia says, well, that's cool for you. I'm glad that you've made, like, friends like this.
Aww, that's so sweet of you.
Yeah. So, you're hanging out with old cats now. That's an interesting choice.
I am not a cat. I am a tabaxi.
But he's tall, Cordelia.
That's true. You know me too well.
I feel like things are getting off to a strange start here. My name is Dune. Shadow on Dunes. You can call me Dune if you like. I am a trader of the New Orleans Empire. This is my first time to your land. And these others, whom Marin did not bother to introduce, are Jafar of Darabal. Perhaps you know of Darabal on the south coast of the sea. And Morgiana of Solanon.
She's going to be like, he's really good with people.
So, do they party?
You know what? I haven't checked. We've just been
You
running.
haven't. You've changed, girl.
No, listen, I've only known them for like 3 days. And
3 days,
working.
you've changed, girl.
Oh my gosh. Listen.
Guys, you need to hear these stories that we have about Marion. The fish cake story. Oh my god.
No.
We can start laughing.
They don't need to.
I am a little bit curious about your stories about Marin.
Listen, we actually need to get. We need to see my parents. So.
Perhaps we could meet for drinks later with Oliver friend. I'm sure they would like to catch up with you and get to know the party a little better. And then we can hear some stories. I do love stories.
Well, sure, but we need to get home first. No stories right now.
Okay, yeah. Well, actually, now that you're here, how about we go and hang out at your pool? We haven't hung out at your pool in... How long have you been gone? It feels like ages.
Over a year. I know it's been a while. I feel like we will maybe a pool party later, something like that. But right now, we're actually on official business. I'm kind of like a girl boss right now.
Yeah, that's cool for you. So, yeah. Okay, what time should we
Yeah.
come around?
What time is it?
It's about 10.
10 a.m. Maybe we should do like a late night pool party. Listen, I will contact you. How about it?
Yeah, I've got my cell phone.
Yeah, I'll just like reach you on the cell phone. My mother has several, and like even my little sister has one, I'm sure.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
I know. She's such a brat. Not looking forward to saying hi, but you know, I also love her. Anyway, we better get going. You guys just continue with your like tanning. You're all so hot. Look at you.
Yeah. And don't forget, my wedding, the invitation hasn't reached you yet, probably, but it's going to be in just over 3 months. So mark your calendar.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, tall, dark, and handsome.
Which you referring to me?
Yes, Dune. Say something back.
Yes, goodbye. I'll see you later. And my nose just flushes bright pink.
Yeah, so you guys are heading towards Marin's place, and as you walk through, you walk up the beach and you come to a little like seaside town. It has a very colorful architecture that's it has like a base of being whitewashed, but then is painted on top with very bright colors, like purples and pinks and bright blues. And the architecture here is very eclectic. Like it's from all of the different ages of the empires. You get the geometric stained glass of the Second Empire, kind of the more like bulbous and pointed roofs of the new empire, and some pagoda type things of the First Empire. And you go up this cobbled path through some lemon trees, and you come across a palatial estate. It's this mansion, this old First Empire mansion that has been restored. And you see water genasi groundkeepers trimming hedges. You see one that's been shaped into this magnificent water genie with a whirlpool underneath him for legs. And he's carrying a trident. And yeah, do you walk right in, or do you knock on the door?
I walk right in. I open the door and go, Mother? Are you home? Scallop? Hello?
I lean over to Intari. This is our home?
I guess so. I don't know. All I know is all these buildings and all these colors are going to give me a headache pretty soon.
It is quite eclectic.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Yeah, you see your housekeeper, Clam.
Clam! Oh, hello.
Oh, darling, let me get your mother for you.
Oh, thanks so much, Clam.
Clam is a water genasi, but has all the worst features. Her hair doesn't flow like it's underwater. She's just very fishy. She walks up the stairs, and then after a minute, this live Amy described her.
Oh.
How about you describe your mom?
I didn't think of like specifics, but my first descriptor of my mother was stone cold MILF. Okay. I mean, we're talking shapely. I think whatever version of like bleached blonde hair for water genasi. So I want to say just like a baby blue, like very flowing, very like golden specks, just like Marin on steroids, basically, in terms of beauty. So
With like a couple extra millennia behind her.
yeah,
Well, she's not a
But in a good
genie.
way.
She's
not a genie. She's a water genasi.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
because
She
only
looked, very
some of
well
the people on this
together.
island are genies.
Got it.
Yeah, and everybody has similar clothes to Marin, where they kind of have like their top that kind of shows their midriff, and the sash, I suppose, and they have like the medallions, kind of like gypsy wear, or like I don't even know how to describe it, so I shouldn't. But hers are just like she has all these extra sashes, and just she's adorned with jewels and different ornaments from the sea, like pearls and coral. Like she is overdressed, but that's just how she dresses for the daily.
Oh, my daughter, how I have missed you. And she kisses you on both cheeks 3 or 4 times. Oh, and you brought friends. How nice. Even
These are
though
my friends from Solanon. I just figured I should visit, but I do have a question, but I should probably introduce my friends first. So this is Dune, and this is Antari. That's Jafar back there, and that's our little. It's like a little rat we picked up along the way. So.
Oh, that's so mean of you.
Oh, Mom, are you really going to start this in front of everyone?
No, I was hoping we could start with drinks, and then Clam is already there with multiple bottles of wine and multiple glasses.
Oh, thank you, Clam. And
Oh, such
Mary grabs
hospitality.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need this if we're gonna be here a while.
I absolutely agree. Let us take advantage of what is offered.
Scallop. A 13-year-old girl stomps across the tile. My name is Pearl. I go by my middle name now. Oh, but your father named you. He named you after something he loved. Something so beautiful.
Yes, Scallop. So nice to see you, Scallop.
Oh, she's here now. My day couldn't get any worse. I'll be in my room. She stomps up to her room.
She's always been a bit of a brat.
I see you have a wonderful relationship with your sister.
I love my sister, but when they get into the teenage years, just like the hormones.
You hear her stomp back down. I wasn't even in my room yet. I can hear you. I'm not deaf.
Scallop, we're gonna have a party later. You're invited.
My name's Pearl, and I'm coming.
Fine. Be a brat then.
I'm not a brat.
You know what? It's not worth it, Marin. It's not worth it.
I love to
Too
see
bad she didn't
sisters
say
get
that
in.
about Morgiana.
Morgiana is very obviously scoping out the place.
Yeah, Marin's gonna duck down to Clam. Clam, can you make sure that the security keeps an extra eye on that one?
Oh yes, dear. So, you guys came to visit, even though your memories will be wiped of this place.
What?
Pardon?
What, Marin? You didn't say anything about a memory wipe.
Well, I thought you figured. Well, because with the fish people, I told you about the deal.
You didn't mention memory wipe.
And Beverly.
Well, otherwise, then you would know about the place, and then the deal would be broken.
I thought the point was to gather information while we were here. It's not going to
Yes,
be
what
very
good
useful.
will the information be to us if we cannot keep it after we leave?
Yeah,
I didn't think that far.
obviously.
Well, Marin, you're from here. You get to keep your memories, of course.
Yeah, I guess I just fill you in.
Wait.
Don't let the old folks hear you say that.
So, you are saying, as soon as we leave this place, we will remember nothing of our time here?
Well, if you do, then you could tell other people about it, and that's not... We can't just rely on your word.
Yeah, our honor is not worth anything?
Well, they're just really careful here. And that's how we've been here for centuries.
I don't suppose we have very much choice in the matter, do we?
No, I guess not. Might as well just accept it. And Tari's
still have
definitely
your
not
other
thinking about
memories.
her journal, that she could just write everything down before we get our memories wiped. But she's not
And
saying that
also
part, that's just-
definitely
Marin
not thinking of his
definitely
book of
forgot
stories, which he writes
about
things
that,
down in
yeah.
all the time as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and has no idea of that.
Yeah. Oh, darn. Oh, well, I guess we'll just have
So-
to accept it.
Mother, is Daddy home?
Oh, darling, you know he's away so often.
Oh,
And this is one
well,
of those times.
we were just on official business, and there was this temple that showed up, and you know how I'm trying really hard to be an archaeologist and turn into a genie eventually.
Oh, yes, and I bet you're doing such a good job, dear.
I am. We got a lot of fun stuff from the temple, and we fought some bad guys, and then there's this thing we got from the temple.
Did you do this on purpose? But you're so pretty, Marin. You don't need to leave your body.
It's not what you think. It's not it's nothing like that. It's a 10,000-year-old eel that just wants to take over the world. It's this. We're talking, you know. It's like this thing.
Oh, communication is key.
Yeah.
But
You always taught me
please
that.
don't do any more of this. Don't get a tattoo.
I didn't plan on it. It just happened, and I'm trying to reverse it.
Okay, that's good, dear.
But I was just wondering if maybe you could
I need some more
try
wine.
and call. Well, if you could maybe try and call Father.
Call him. You know he comes and goes as he pleases.
Yeah.
If I may pry, what is it that your father does, Marin?
Official genie business?
Official genie business.
He's working. I don't know.
I see.
I mean, he always said that we couldn't fathom, like he couldn't tell us because we couldn't even fathom it with our mortal brains. So
I suppose that makes as much sense as anything else here. And I'm just gonna take one of the glasses of wine and just start drinking too.
All I know is that he has granted my wishes. And she hugs you, Marin.
Mom.
I think it is rather charming. I never had the love of a mother like this.
Oh, that's so sad. Here, let's go to the pool. She takes you guys
no,
out to the you guys walk out to the backyard, and there are first Empire statues that have been restored, and they're all around. They're all naked statues of men performing different tasks of manual labor, and there's a giant gazebo out there, that the roof of which is a mural that has been restored. Yeah, she sits by one of the pool chairs. Yeah, so what's the cool things in Solinon now?
Oh, you know, this and that. I don't really know much to say about it. It's not as nice as here. I don't know if you'd like it, but there's a lot of really fun people. I've learned a lot about life there. There's all sorts of different types of people. Like, see, the tabaxi and the tiefling? If you could imagine, there's even more.
Oh,
They come in all shapes and sizes, and I've learned all sorts of things about their different types of how they live and how they work and talk and introduce each other. Like, for example, this one just lets everyone walk all over him.
I, I, I am hospitable, as your mother is.
A
Yes,
magical
anyway.
harp starts playing by itself.
Oh,
Oh,
that
yes.
is beautiful.
And this one right here, she lives in the desert. They don't eat sand, though, I already
Oh,
know.
how dreadful.
I know.
Not really. I
You
mean, we know
poor
how
soul.
to do it. No, it's a choice. It's very much a choice.
It's so kind of you, Marin, to take these wretched poor souls under your wing.
I know.
Well, I
Charity work.
have seen.
I've always been so charitable.
Yes, definitely a word that I would use to describe Marin was charitable. Yeah, definitely. Certainly.
Mother, I've learned all types of spells. I feel like I'm becoming more and more like a genie every day.
Oh, well, don't push it, darling.
Yeah,
You
you're
don't wanna
right.
get
I'll get there
wrinkles.
when I get there. One day, I'll make Daddy proud.
Or not. I mean, don't push it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has been proving herself quite capable in combat. We did explore an ancient ruin that was recently unearthed, and she held her ground very well.
Except for when she, took a dare to, whatever. Never mind. Tari's just gonna keep drinking her wine.
It sounds like you want shots. And Tari, was it? Let's do shots.
Shots.
Mom, it's 10 a.m.
Right. We'll have chasers with them. Plan?
We're not going to remember any of this anyway, so...
I do hate to be a bother, but would you happen to have any sort of healing potions or any sort of medical supplies that I might? As I'm bleeding. I just wouldn't want to, tarnish your home with, bleeding.
The shots arrive. Clam, she's bleeding. Could you do something about that?
All over the chaise lounge.
No, I'm not sitting. I didn't sit. I'm just kind of standing in the back because I don't want to get
She's
anything on the furniture.
and get her a more comfortable chair. She's standing awkwardly.
Tari, get comfortable. Get comfortable.
Well,
It's just
I didn't want to, ruin the upholstery or anything.
Buy new upholstery.
Oh, you just buy new stuff? Oh.
Yeah, or you get it changed. Have you never gotten anything reupholstered?
No. Okay. All right. I'll do what you
She's
people
used to sitting on the ground.
do.
Oh, poor thing.
Okay.
This is called a sofa.
Awkward. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to sit on the sofa.
Yeah, and Clam comes out and starts wrapping you up. Do you guys have swimsuits or? Do you?
No, I have one change of clothes, the one I travel with. That is this.
Well,
Yeah, Marin
Clam will
looks
get you
to her
swimsuits.
mom. Charity, I know.
I'm so blessed to have a daughter like you.
My lady, if I may, I am not sure that I ever learned how to address you. What may I call you?
You can call me Nixie.
Nixie, it is a pleasure to meet you. I am, as your wonderful daughter said, from Solanon and beyond. I am a trader with the Neuron Empire. I am wondering, if nobody comes or goes, from where do all these magnificent things come from?
Oh, well, when you're married to a genie, my wish is his command.
So it is all magical.
Well, money is pretty magical indeed.
I see. I am not sure I understand, but yes.
Well,
It is a magnificent place you have here.
We have a local economy. You can buy ice cream, and jewelry. There's restaurants.
I have traveled far and wide across Tororian, but I never knew that such a place existed. I mean, what you have here rivals the greatest residences and villas in Solonon.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes, well, we don't want riffraff coming in, so... You understand.
Yes, of course, riffraff. Wouldn't want that.
Yeah, wouldn't want riffraff. Certainly not.
So, what's your guys' plans?
Well, we were hoping that Father would be here so that we could figure out this First Empire nonsense. I wouldn't want to trouble you with it, but this eel has demands, and I was going to ask Father about them, and then the fish people, you know, the people in the sea.
Oh, dreadful folk, yes.
Yeah, we ran into them, and then now they want me to try and get a wish from Father, which will never happen.
What have I
but
told you about hanging out with the right crowd?
I'm sorry. It was just one time we ran into them, and I didn't
To be
want to
fair,
fight.
they didn't give us a lot of choice in the matter. They did attempt to kidnap us and drag us down into the depths.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
I
have to
didn't
be
want
safer.
I know. I just forgot how to get here without Daddy wishing us there.
Well, don't worry. I'll talk to him, and we'll see what he can do. How about that?
Hopefully he'll be here soon, though, because I have 99 days. And then some army is going to rise from the depths and try to take over the world. I sort of made an oopsie.
Will that affect us here?
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure.
Do you two know? Intari?
We know as much as Marin does, which is to say, very little. In fact, we probably know less than Marin does, because we are not speaking with the eel. However, I do think I would take their threat quite seriously. We did see a giant chamber full of all manner of terrible beasts. They looked like mounts of some kind of mounted cavalry army.
Oh, that's so interesting. Mostly I'm worried about property values.
Well, he said that they were going to retake their ancestral home and turn it back into an ocean.
Yes, the entire region into a sea.
Yes.
So we'd be underwater then.
I suspect so,
believe
yes.
so.
Maybe?
I feel like that would decrease property value.
Yeah, because less people could live here.
I mean, we could live here. But
Well, yeah, watersheds.
I like the sun.
I do too. I like
Yeah.
sunbathing.
Yes. So if you two could just stop this whole thing, that'd be great.
Us two? Dune
well,
and me?
Yeah. Marin, don't push yourself too hard.
Well, we are here to try and stop this because, Solonon, my home, would be underwater. Many, many millions of beings would perish, you see. And so we would like to stop this if possible, which is why we came here seeking your honorable husband.
What do you think about him and Cordelia?
What do I think of him and Cordelia?
Yeah.
I mean, he'd forget it, which would probably be for the best.
Sorry, are we talking? I feel like we're talking about me. What?
Oh, sorry. I got distracted. What were you talking about, Dune? What?
Oh, they're just as bad as
I
Belchomberton.
was just saying, millions of people will die if we don't stop this.
Millions.
And
Right.
perhaps there are some learned sages here, like your father, or perhaps others in the community, maybe, who are present right now.
That's a good point. There are many others from here that are quite old.
Oh, there's the old hag at the teleportation circle up near the observatory.
Oh,
Teleportation
perfect. We can speak
circle.
with her. How
Where
do you
does the
think to get off the
teleportation
island?
circle teleport to?
Anywhere that has a teleportation circle. When I was a girl, I would leave the island for a little bit. Don't tell your father.
Oh. I won't.
I'm not aware of any teleportation circle in Solonon, but there are
Oh, there's
things in
one.
Solonon. Oh,
There's-
is there?
Um,
That's very interesting to know. Perhaps we could
Interesting.
make use of your teleportation circle to return to Solonon at some point once we are done our business here.
I mean, it's not mine, but you can. That's the best way to get out of here.
This is good to
Right.
know.
Well, we might have a pool party later, but I think we need to go speak with the hag. Don't get too drunk, Mother. I need you to be able to talk for our party.
I never get too drunk. And she downs a whole bottle. No, a glass of wine.
maybe Milf's gonna Milf.
This wine is very fine, by the way, I must say. Is it grown here on the island, made here on the island, or imported from elsewhere?
A mix, yes.
So the best I've
All right.
had.
Well, we need to get those two home, so let's go to the teleportation circle, okay? Those two,
Those two?
the children
Oh,
that have been tagging along.
Yes, Jafar.
Hi.
And,
Yes, that's right, the children.
Yes, of course, of course. They're probably enjoying their time here. They're not, again, going to remember any of it, so there's no rush. Let them enjoy themselves. But yes, we should go find someone to speak to about the problem.
About all of it. Just the general everythingness.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of starting to become a little bit of a pain. Like, it doesn't hurt, but it's a pain to have. I feel it
Are
doesn't
you
fit my
sure?
aesthetic.
He is not speaking to you, influencing you subtly in your mind. You do not hear any arcane whispers.
No, not at all.
Very strange. Why would it bother to clamp onto you in the first place?
Maybe it will have another message as the days go by.
Well, I will be teleported back in 99 days, so maybe that's the teleportation
Right.
magic.
Your guess is as good as ours. Let us go find this old lady at the teleportation circle.
All right. Bye, Mom. I'll be back later.
Okay, do good things.
Yes, Lady Nixie, thank you for your hospitality. It will not be... well, I suppose I will forget it, but not until I leave.
You're cute. All right, see you guys later.
My nose goes bright pink.
So you guys head out of the mansion, and there is a large gradual hill, and at the top of it is a very old observatory at the top, and then next to it is a magical circle. As you're walking through town to get up there, you smell so many different like seafood smells, kombu and fried oysters and fried fish, you get up to the observatory, and there's a knocker on the door.
Marin grabs it and goes.
One moment. And there's a bunch of shuffling. About 30 seconds later, the door opens. Yes?
Hi. I have some questions, and also I need your teleportation devices for these children.
What she's trying to say is, this is Marin, I am Shadawan Dunes, this is
Oh,
Intari,
yeah, hi.
and we come seeking your wisdom.
Oh. This woman is hunched over. She's very wrinkly. Her hair is moving as though she's underwater, and she has enormous eyes. And she has these glasses that make them look even bigger. Her eyes take
Trelawney
a look.
vibes.
Yeah.
This must be the matriarch of the island, don't you think? Is she in charge? Marin, is she in charge?
No. What do you mean in charge?
She looks very wise.
She's very wise. She's
Yeah, she's really.
the eldest woman. Doesn't that mean she's in charge?
No, I do not understand.
Well, I guess things, in my tribe, there's the chiefess. No, she's not. Oh. But she's quite wise, right? Why isn't she more revered then?
Because she's an old woman?
I think there is a bit of a cultural miscommunication here. Perhaps they value different things here in Tari.
I suppose.
Not the chief among them. But yes, we come seeking your...
These guys are going off the island.
Yeah, those two. The buff boy and the little rat girl.
Dune, you notice that there's a bunch of like silverware shaped indents in Morgiana's clothes.
Did we keep an eye on? Never mind. We'll watch later. Yes, we were hoping that we could ask some questions of you. We have some very troubling things to discuss.
Okay. We'll send this strapping young lad. He slaps him on the back. And this beautiful young lady away. Cien. I'm coming. And another old man, like an old man, comes down with a cane, and he looks kind of like a puffer fish, and he walks up. Okay, so come here, and both of them cast a modify memory on both of them, and they're in a daze for a second. And then they put them on the teleportation circle while they're still in a daze. Where are we sending them?
Where's she from?
Well, she's from Solanon?
She's from Solanon, but wait, how much did you just remove their memories?
No, just the ones of here.
Will Morgiana remember what happened in the temple? Perhaps...
If it wasn't here, yes.
Perhaps it would be best if she does not. She lost
But
many
she might
friends
go
there.
back searching for the temple. And then her
What
friends are
if
gone.
what if we remove all memory of the temple from her?
But then her friends will be gone and she won't know why.
But also she won't know about the treasure that she was going to split with us. She won't be trying to find us again later.
We modified her memory such that a rock picked her up and then dropped her off at wherever she's going.
It's going to haunt her for a very long time that her friends died. Maybe we can... Listen, I really don't like Morgiana, but maybe we can check up on her when we go back to Solanon. Set her in the right path.
Maybe she'll
Since
just
all
try to
her
pick
friends were just
us again.
murdered.
Marin, coming from you, I am impressed.
Listen,
Yes.
she's a kid.
She
She's my
is.
little
Soft.
sister. I remembered, family, and then you think, it could be my sister, and
Very compassionate of you. There's more to you than meets the eye sometimes, Marin.
okay, whatever. But thank you. You're so sweet.
Yes, sir, if you could remove more of her memories, that would be helpful.
More?
Well, up to the point where,
Well,
before
That'll
she sets off on
cost you.
It'll cost us.
listen,
Cost
she needs
us
to.
what?
She'll need to deal with the fact that her friends are gone. Oh, but then she also knows about the end of the world.
Yes. And
could
who
cause a
knows what kind
panic.
of trouble she could get up to with that information.
And could come back to us demanding a cut of the profits that we made from the
Yeah,
temple.
true. How much?
For a 5th level spell.
An
This'll
extra
be,
day?
50 gold.
50 gold?
50 gold.
50 gold.
I don't have 50 gold.
I bet your mother does.
That's very true.
Can you put it on my mother's tab?
Oh, yes. You look like Nixie. Is that it?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, that's my mother.
oh, she has quite the tab, yes.
Okay. Oh. Okay. I don't know if I want to know the details for that.
No, you do not. And he casts the spell. And you see Morgiana get even more discombobulated. And next to her, Jafar shakes his head. Where am I? I was just sailing, and we were attacked by a rock.
Yes, that is right. Don't
That's
worry
exactly
too
what
much about it, Jafar.
Hurry, Dune, tell them where to put him.
You did a great job, Jafar. You're going home to Darabal. Take him to Darabal.
Uh, do you think they have a teleportation circle?
Oh. What is the closest teleportation circle to Darabal?
Solanon.
Oh, that is a long way. But Jafar, you are a...
Jafar, you'll need to speak with this girl here next to you, which you remember. Actually, she might not remember you, but she will help you back to Dorabal.
Will she?
Do you want that in her memory?
Yes?
Another 50 gold.
50 gold. Guess we're not paying for it. So.
Mom's gonna be pissed.
I mean, based on what I saw at your home, this is pocket change.
That's true.
But I don't know.
Yes, Jafar,
Okay.
you will make your way back to Darabal. It will be several days. You can stop by, find Steve at the Desert Outfitters. He will make sure that you are well equipped. Tell him you are friends with Dune and you are headed to Darabal. He will make sure you are ready to go back to home.
Okay. Yeah. He's very discombobulated. And, like, is that, like, half of Steve's business? Is just people are like, hey, I'm friends with Dune. Is that, like, all of the business in Solonon? Just, like, everyone, like, getting a Dune discount?
I'm not saying it's a discount. I'm just saying, like, people owe me some favors.
All right, stand back, says the older lady. And she gets down to the ground, touches the teleportation circle. All right, keep your arms and legs and toes and fingers and noses inside the teleportation circle at all times. Boom. And they're teleported away.
Oh, well, that's one problem solved.
It feels like a great weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
Yes.
I agree.
I do not think I am cut out to be a parent.
No, far
Dune,
too
you'd
much
be a
responsibility.
wonderful parent.
I worry about those children. Where did we just send them? And what did we just remove from their minds? But anyway.
Yeah, where is the teleportation circle in Solonon? Maybe we should have asked that first.
Perhaps we will find out if we return there after
I'm
this.
sure we'll find out ourselves.
I guess so.
But in the meantime, we do have some very pressing questions.
Dune, you talk.
Yes, well, my good lady, good sir, how might I address you?
And that works for me. The old man's like, I'm going to nap. And he walks inside.
Yes, well, my good lady, we are travelers, adventurers, some might say. And we came across a First Empire ruin, one that had just recently surfaced. No one else had been there before. And in our adventures through this ruin, we encountered something very strange. A room full of all kinds of terrible beasts and riders upon their backs, frozen in time, as if in some kind of stasis for thousands of years. And then a scepter on a pedestal in the form of an eel. And Merlin here, she reached forth and grasped the scepter, and it immediately came to life, and slithered its way up her arm, and grabbed onto the base of her skull. And I motioned for Mirren to turn around.
He's a great storyteller.
And suddenly, a thunderous voice filled her mind. It told her that in 99 days, this army of the First Empire would arise and reclaim the land that was once theirs, and the roaring desert would be consumed in a giant flood to restore the sea which once was here. Many, many millions will die in that process, and we only have 99 days left to figure out what to do about this. Have you ever heard of this prophecy before, or encountered anything like this?
Let me roll a history check for her. Let's say she has a +6. Because she old.
She old. She knows lots of history.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, she knows,
She
all
knows.
right.
She knows all. See, she should be the matriarch here.
Well, when I was a young lass, out adventuring, trying to become a genie. But you know, sometimes you have to give up on your dreams to find the things that you truly love. She gives a loving look towards the observatory where her husband just walked.
Oh.
Awesome.
I went deeper into a First Empire ruin than anyone had gone before. It helps being able to breathe underwater when you're going beneath the water table. And yes, I was able to find some things about them. Do you know our pact with the Tritons?
Oh, we know
well-
part of it. Apparently, we don't know all of it.
We know enough
Stares at Mirren.
that, yes, we suffered an attack on the way here, but we're able to negotiate our way out of their claws.
I had always been fascinated with why they got to control the subphotic zone, the area beneath the light, and we weren't allowed to go there. They had been there long before us, said the legends. You see, they are the descendants of the First Empire. They were the ones who were forced to live underground after they were infected with a virus.
By,
By underground, I mean underwater.
like
So
the kind of...
confused. I didn't know about this.
Are they still diseased to this day, or...
Oh,
Because
yes.
one of them sucked on her open wound.
Oh my
On
god.
Antari's open wound.
Tari's gonna die.
This
Three
woman
of
takes a
them.
few
Three
steps
of them,
back
actually.
from you and Tari.
Oh boy.
Oh, was I not supposed to let them do that?
Well, no, but how would you have known we're not supposed to interact with them?
What sort of virus is this?
Yes. What happens to the infected?
Well, virus was the term that they used in their writings. I don't know what that means. It's a type of disease that turns you into a bloodsucker and makes you afraid of the light.
A vampire.
What?
A vampire.
What?
Intari.
I live in
What,
the desert. I
vampires?
can't be afraid of the light.
How long does this transformation take? Is there a cure? Surely there must be.
Oh, I
Especially-
don't know.
You don't know. If you don't know, nobody knows.
Do you think this is related to the... Remember when we found the dragons that were infected, Zumarud, and the siblings seemed to be infected, and
Might
the...
be onto something there, Intari.
I completely forgot that was a thing.
Oh, wait. So let us back up for a moment here, assuming Intari is not going to immediately turn into a vampire.
Yeah.
The first
She might
empire.
not even be infected. She might be okay.
They put their mouth on
One
her
of them did
open
sort of
wound.
nip at me before. Like they were just supposed to suck the blood, but one of them did sort of nip at me.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Are there healers here that could cure such a thing?
That's an excellent question.
I don't think so. You would need a great priest, I believe.
Oh, but we'll ask about that later. We need to know more about the First Empire.
I mean, yes,
Dear, I'm sorry, what was your name again?
My name is Chuck's Notes.
Oh, I was like, Chuck Snip.
What a
about
name.
to start.
Chuck's Nuts.
Chuck's Notes. I had a whole thing of names. Okay, here we go. My name is Dinazad.
Dean Zahn.
My dear Dinazad, is there anything else you can tell us about the First Empire that might help us with this upcoming rebellion?
Rebellion?
You may say. I understand that they have great magic. I know that they consisted of wizards. So, what you're saying is a virus infected them, and then they had to stay underwater, and that is what
And
caused the
then they
downfall of the First
changed.
Empire?
Well, there was a revolt, a civil war.
Really?
Is that how they were destroyed? Was it vampires versus uninfected? Is that why the First Empire collapsed?
That is my understanding.
And so the creatures that we have awoken, or that will be awakening, in the bottom of that temple, they are the uninfected that were frozen?
If they, I don't know if they were infected or uninfected.
Well,
They don't look
are
like Tritons.
encased in something that looks like stone.
Oh, they only became Tritons after surviving down there and changing themselves over time.
I see.
Mm.
I see.
See, they have had 10,000 years.
Do you know why the sea dried up in the first place? I understand that this entire region used to be a great ocean, and now all that remains is Bright Star Lake.
I've never thought it weird. I thought the Earth just changed.
I suppose that is possible.
That
But didn't it change rather abruptly?
I'm old, but I'm not that old. I'm not sure.
Well, okay, that's
Is there
fair.
anything that you could... Can you take a look at this here? Neil, the eel?
Neil the Eel. Oh, what a lovely name. Yep, it's an eel.
Oh, I was
We
hoping
tried to remove
there'd
it.
be more.
It seems to be nearly indestructible. It
Oh.
doesn't seem like a normal eel to me.
Yes, it's beyond my level. I stopped it before I could become an arch sorcerer.
I see.
Darn.
So, you think that... Well, we don't know if these creatures that we have awoken are vampires or not. If they are vampires, it's my understanding that they cannot be in the light.
Yeah,
And
so they
therefore,
can't really take it over then, can they?
Well, they could attack at night.
But
Or
only at
be-
night?
fill
well-
the entire desert with water somehow, so deep that everything is dark.
Mm-hmm. They've had 10,000 years to devise a plan. I'm sure that they'll have something in mind.
I feel like we have more questions than answers here.
Certainly.
We are getting somewhere.
Oh, wait, I do have one more question, though. Perhaps you do have an answer for this one. And I withdraw my puzzle cylinder.
Oh,
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Ooh, one of these. And that's where we'll end our session.
One of what? One of what?
We're gonna find out.
What could it be? I need to know. Goodness. Oh man, Intari, you're gonna be a vampire.
I'm gonna be a vampire.
my
No.
Oh boy.
I was not expecting that. I love how every a decision that Marin makes is like the worst.
Digs us deeper and deeper into this hole.
I should have just given him the stupid compass. Now I'm gonna be a
I like the
vampire.
compass. It's pretty.
Yeah. It costs
It's
you a
always
lot of money.
Intari.
That's why
And
you.
I do still owe that kobold.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, dear.
But I'm gonna be a vampire. No, I don't want
Like
to be a
it?
vampire. I live in the desert.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe there's
yeah,
some
that's
good things about being a vampire.
worst.
You guys
Probably
mostly
not
travel
living
at
in the
night
desert.
anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
How much
Dune
longer
has
do we
no
have
problem
until
with
she turns into a
Locked in a one.
You don't
Oh
know.
my gosh. Oh
We
my
don't
gosh. Have I started to like feel strange at all?
Well, I was gonna have you make a. Well, no,
Well,
well you'll find out. You'll find
Well,
out.
wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Good. And you're so good at hiding that too. Like you literally were just like, yeah, okay, they never
Did a
on you.
little nip. Yeah.
And I was just like, woohoo, we got out. We got the compass. Yeah.
Yikes. Big yikes.
Yikes. Big yikes. Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure what the implications here are for like this army that's gonna rise, other than that maybe they're a vampire army, which does sounds even worse. So
I don't know. I feel like they're not the vampire army. I feel like they're the regular ones.
they do want to fill the world with water, though, and the Tritons would like the water. So
That's true. Oh, this is hard.
I guess the question is, how do we stop it? But we'll save that question for next time. I don't think that I forgot her name already, but I doubt she knows.
Yeah.
Dinazad.
Dinazad.
Gotta write that one.
Write that one down. Nightly ASMR, by the way, shout out. Good to see you, my friend. Nightly ASMR says, I've never played D&D. How much of the lore has the DM made up beforehand versus making up on the spot?
For this campaign, it's mostly made up beforehand. I think the lore that happens on the spot is mostly like character decisions, and like maybe a little bit of character backstories. But the overarching stuff is, I made it up beforehand.
Yeah, the moment-to-moment stuff is pretty dynamic, but Kyle's been nerding out over the setting for a while, I think. Devising all this insanity. And for what it's worth, like, we know very little about it. Like, aside from what Kyle has let on, but all the ancient history, like, we're just as clueless as you guys are, so.
The world is clueless.
Yeah,
There's
so
a lot of stuff has been lost.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What was some other comments?
Don't people who live in the desert like to move around in the nighttime anyway, said Daniel. Yes.
Yeah. But
And we
it's not
sort
like
of
I'm
did
never
that.
in the sun.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
sort of like traveled by night the first couple days we were out in the desert, but yeah, it's still nice to be able to be in the light. Also, I'm sure there's other downsides to being a vampire, like blood
Like you
hunger.
need
and
blood.
such.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting how my tribe would take that.
Yeah, what is your tribe's approach to vampires?
Yeah. Well, if it's that same virus that was infecting the dragons and that is starting to like creep up in the. I mean, I guess we don't know if it is or not, but you know they've
Yeah,
been trying to eradicate that. So.
What did that virus do again? It caused Sumerud's mom to go crazy, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I probably should have never called it a virus. I don't want to give people like COVID PTSD.
COVID virus. A disease. Plague.
Condition?
Yeah, condition.
A curse.
A curse.
A curse. A curse. Is better.
Curse.
A curse. So much better. Yay, we're all cursed.
No, you're cursed. We're
I'm
fine.
cursed. You guys are fine. Unless I bite you.
And you might if you get hungry enough.
I might. You never know. When I'm
Boy, Dune is starting to
turn.
feel like vampires to the left of me, ancient sorcerers to the right. Here I am.
They're
Stuck
in the middle.
with you. Oh dear.
Well, yeah, someone said it's a pity, or yeah, Daniel said it's a pity that Dune's not a tiger. They love water and are fantastic swimmers.
Dune does not love water. He's not a fantastic swimmer. Tabaxi, not tigers. There are probably some Tabaxi who like water. I don't know. But Dune
Tiger
has lived his
like.
whole life in the desert and does not like water.
Flashbacks beginning. No flashbacks. No flashbacks. Curse. Not virus. Curse.
Where's the toilet paper?
Just start hoarding everything. That's gonna be Antari's new thing. She's just like, must have supplies. All the supplies.
I need
There might be a shortage
umbrellas.
later. You never know.
Well, luckily you do have an enormous hat, so
Yeah,
that
one
one piece of
giant
gear.
sun
Very
hats.
Oh,
enormous. Yeah. Sun
yeah.
hats.
Our
I
cute
was,
little sun hats.
Oh, it'll be like Marceline. Oh my gosh. It'll be like Marceline the
Aw.
Vampire Queen walking around with a big giant hat.
But
Okay,
you
maybe
also
that's
have
not so
horns
bad.
too, though. So
That's true.
cooler.
That's so true. And I have purple skin, so it'll be. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe being a vampire isn't
Good
so
at
bad.
this. A totally different note. I was thinking once we enlisted the help of the Tritons, we should have asked them to go and like check on our robot friends down at the bottom, back up or something.
Oh,
But it's too late.
poor things. Totally forgot about that.
I fully expect
I
them to
hope we
return
run
at some
into them
point.
again. Yeah. They'll just be walking.
Watch,
Just-
they're gonna be the way that knowledge of this island gets out, because they can't like magically remove the memories because they're like mechanical. So they're just gonna
Oh my
discover this place,
god.
wander
Kyle's
the
like,
land until they find someone and tell them about it.
Oh no.
Yes.
I did not think of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in big trouble.
No one's gonna know. Well, I guess they'll know that you brought them there, but they're still a long way away. I mean, no one's to say
Yeah.
that they'll even
If
find
they
the
even
island.
make it, yeah.
Yeah. Betty and Vito. Poor
Betty and
Vito.
Vito.
They might be
You're totally
tied up
right.
in, in someone's like some Triton's house right now, being investigated.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Betty and Vito.
Maybe they'll like.
Unfortunately, you
Maybe
can't
the
waterboard
Tritons.
someone underwater.
That's true.
Don't
Maybe the
let-
Tritons will like accept them as their own because they're like kind of misfits too. Maybe they'll just like have a nice life down there.
rise up to be Triton warlords somehow.
Oh gosh.
You know, I think that would be a really cool twist.
Unexpected.
Right, so then when this army comes and they're gonna try to take over, and maybe they'll like fight the Tritons, and then all of a sudden they're like generals are Betty and Vito.
I hope Jafar gets back okay. He's a
Yeah,
good kid.
poor Jafar.
Yeah.
You were
yeah,
hating
we
on
just-
him at the end of last session. You were like, he hasn't helped us any yet. He did it all.
Well, I mean he didn't, but
Yeah.
as a kid,
I keep forgetting he's like 14.
yeah.
He's the same age as Morgiana, but he grew up in a fishing town. He's not like he didn't grow up like Morgiana. So.
Yeah, I mean, he probably, maybe he hasn't like been to Solanon, but he at least would know about Solanon and kind of.
My guess is he's
No,
doing
like,
a
oh, I
few
need to go
trips
north.
sell.
Yeah, he's maybe been there. I mean, it's only
Yeah.
a few days away, so he's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
been there
for
before.
trading and such.
He's dreamed of
Yeah.
visiting Norman, and he finally gets to.
Oh, okay, so this will be
The
like a
source of the
fun
fine
little like
twine.
side
He's going to
quest
take over the
for
Norm's fine
Jafar.
twine market for his village.
Aw.
Start chase Dune out of his job.
Be like, wait, Dune was totally ripping us off.
Absolutely not.
So for Marin's family, it was asked like how much of Marin's family was known beforehand. Amy created most of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just came up with like the character names and their basic vibe, and like their relation to Marin, and I gave a very basic idea of what the town looks like, and Kyle just kind of he took it and he went with it. He did an amazing job.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, it's quite the vibe.
Yeah,
Quite
it's exactly how I imagined it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had so much fun reading the document that you sent me. I felt bad because I was like, I was so into it, but I was also like busy that night, so I couldn't
Oh.
like be like, oh, I love this setting.
Okay, I'm glad that you liked it because I wasn't. I figured you did, but I was like, I hope he doesn't think that it's too different than the rest of his,
No, it's great.
stuff.
I think it's supposed to be different though.
Yeah, because it is. It's like an island.
Yeah.
It's different from.
Yeah, it's its own little enclave that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
That's why Dune's kind of like, what the hell is going on here?
Right.
I've been all over the place. I have no
Tori's
idea.
like,
This is if brunch was turned into a town. It's weird.
Yes. Yeah.
Prince was
Actually,
turned
though.
into a town. And Nixie is the mimosa.
Yes, she is. Yeah, my inspiration for Nixie was the mom from Mean Girls.
Yes, that's exactly how I was picturing her,
like-
but like Genasi.
Yeah, Genasi, but
Yep.
like Sofia Vergara, sort of like in
Yep.
terms of milfness.
Perfect. That's like exactly the image I had in my head. Actually, I was picturing the mom from Mean Girls.
Yes.
I totally was.
Getting slight mom from Arrested Development vibes.
Ah, her
You know.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, that too.
How
What
much
is it?
could a banana
How much
cost?
could it be? $10.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. I love her.
Oh boy. And Dune's gonna get to find out about his puzzle thing.
Oh my gosh, the puzzle.
That's so crazy.
I'm so hyped about this.
This old woman is amazing.
Maybe
Go
it'll
her.
turn out the puzzle
She should be
cylinder
in charge.
is the secret to solving our problems here.
Maybe.
Probably not. Probably not. Be highly coincidental. We shall see.
All right. Well, let's see. Next week. Next week work for everyone.
Probably. We are getting pretty close to Christmas, so.
We are. It's the 20th.
The 20th.
20th.
It's for me.
Works for.
I think it works for me. I believe.
Yeah, it
It's,
should
it's
be
not
okay.
Canadian Christmas.
It's not Canadian Christmas. Oh, that's on the 22nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. The one after
Wait,
that.
next
we'll
Monday
have to
is
see
it
about.
20th?
Yeah.
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 Right? It's like, what the hell? Where did December go?
Time flies when your brain gets older and stops making as many memories.
Grim but true. But yeah, I think next week, same great time, same great place. I'm down.
All right.
Solid.
Bye, guys.
Sweet. All right. Yo, thank you all for being here, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
you so
you.
much. And thank you, Nightbot, for everything you do.
Yeah, always appreciate having Nightbot keep an eye on the chat and all that stuff. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thank you all again.
Bye.
Night, guys.